Okay, so I've just had this question around screens. I think this one's going to be interesting. So Sarah's written to us, my son Archie is 8 and my daughter Olivia is 6. Archie loves Minecraft, my daughter loves YouTube. Classic. My son has meltdowns when screen time has to finish, also a classic, whereas my daughter will ignore me for as long as possible, then becomes physically aggressive, throwing things, deliberately breaking things. I already tried to manage this calmly, but this can go on for a really long time, and I don't know if they need different treatment based on their reaction or not. Well, we'll come back to that in a second, but I think the thing to manage here and the thing to understand is that there's a reason why Archie and Olivia are acting this way, and the reason why is the people who make the applications that they're addicted to, and that's not really too strong a word. They are very deliberately creating dopamine responses inside the brain. And Archie and Olivia's little tiny 6 and 8-year-old brains get stimulated by that. So of course they want more and they want more and they want more. And that means that Archie and Olivia and our kids too are going to keep on pressing those buttons because they keep on wanting to get that reward. It's wise to understand that feature. And it's wise to also realize that that's going to carry on and get worse over time if we as parents don't make decisions about when and in what circumstances our kids should use these devices. When I'm working with parents, my advice is pretty simple. As little as possible for as long as possible. But that's not where a lot of us are, because slowly but surely kids like Archie and Olivia end up using those tablets and spending time on Minecraft more and more and more, and we feel out of control. I think the most important thing we can do here, and this is what I'd say to Sarah, is say be very clear about what your rule and boundary is going to be. Can there be exceptions to it? Sure they can, but we don't want to get into a situation in which the exceptions become the rule, because then naturally Archie's going to want to carry on playing on Minecraft and Olivia's going to do everything she can to stay on YouTube. So for Sarah, the message here, just as it would be with anything that's really important for our children's health and development, is be firm, be clear, be very stable and predictable in your rules and boundaries. Now, how do you do that? Well, that's a good question. Why is it wrong to spend hours on a phone or a tablet? Those are the times our children live in. If they don't use them when they're young, they'll have a hard time later. This is one of the beliefs that leads parents to leave their children in front of screens too soon, and perhaps too often, and for too long. The truth is that the problem is not the internet, cartoons or video games, but the lack of rules and limits in relation to them. A child who is lost in front of a screen will not know how to tear himself away. This is where we, the parents, need to step in and say, hey, that's enough for today. You can watch it again tomorrow. If you want to see what too much screen time means depending on the age of your child, and learn a way that sets limits that are respected without negotiations, crying or tantrums, come to the free online masterclass, Why Screen Time Harms Your Child, 5 steps to get your kids off tablets, phone and TV. Click on the link below to see if you qualify for a free invitation to this great event.